All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Are we there?
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
All right, good morning. All right. Welcome to the analysis this morning. Today is Friday, the 26th of April, 2024. So the month is, the month is almost gone. We have just some few days for us to start the new month. Okay, so today we don't really have a tradable fundamental for this morning. My focus is going to be the morning. My other colleague will handle the afternoon session, and we can look, in details at what to expect in the afternoon, at the afternoon session. Good morning to everyone typing Mr. Mamodu Bolao. Bolao Sultan, wow, it's been a very long while I've seen you on this platform. Welcome back, sir.
Good
And
morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
morning, been a long while. Mr.
Yes, sir.
Jude and Johnson, good morning to everyone. Okay, so today, this morning precisely, we have an event from Switzerland, the CHF franc, by 9 a.m. By 9 a.m., we have SMB chairman Jordan is going to give a speech. So it's a speech. It's not going to be that tradable. So we don't want us to get so much worked up on that. And after that, the next event is 1:30 p.m. and 3 p.m. So the afternoon analysis will take care of those ones. So I'm going to flip over now to the MetaTrader 4 to look at the technicals. Now, we need to also note that fundamentally, a lot is happening around the JPY. So that tells us we need to take a lot of caution around the JPY PS. All through last night till, tentative this morning, there has been one event or the other from Japan, from Tokyo or CPI to BOJ outlook reports. BOJ is Bank of Japan, just like we have our central bank, that's the Central Bank of Japan. There's BOJ policy rates, monetary policy statements, and BOJ press conference is still tentative, so means that one can happen anytime. Mr. Jeremiah, kindly take note of your annotation tool. You are causing distraction on my screen. So there's a lot of volatility around the JPY PS, so we need to tread cautiously around those instruments. So I'll flip now to the MetaTrader and we'll look at trade setup we have for this morning. Just a second. Okay. All right. So I'm a MetaTrader. And we have quite some appreciable number of trade setup, which, hopefully should trigger today. But we need to also know that today being Friday, we need to trade with a lot of caution because Friday, there could be some instability in the market, especially in the afternoon. These are things we always share. Now for Euro USD, I'll start with that. Now, I've been very cautious around Euro USD in the last few days, and I still have reason to be cautious after this morning because let me clean up this so that I'll start it afresh. Now, on the daily time frame for Euro USD, we have price hitting a support level. This is a support level. Support. Now, price broke through the support here but reversed back. And this also is support level. So we have a valid established support. Now, price finally broke through that support to become a resistance. And technically, we are supposed to see a reversal at this point. So price is currently at a support turned resistance level on the daily time frame. So we'll flip down to 1 hour. And on 1 hour, what I can see is that we have a trend line right here and a second one right here. So we have a rising wedge, which is equally a bearish pattern. Now, if price, faces downwards, then we expect a breakout in the bearish direction, and confirmation should be our RSI below 50. So I hold a bearish outlook on USD based on what I can see, from my technical outlook from the daily, down to 1 hour. I hold a bearish outlook on Euro USD for today. Okay, Trevor is saying he can't hear anything. Is that everybody's experience? Can you all hear me?
We can hear you,
Yes,
sir.
I can hear you.
All right, thank you. So let me respond to Trevor. Trevor, kindly check your device. You can log out and log in again. All right, so I hope Trevor sees that. Okay, so I hold a bearish outlook on Euro USD. Next is the GBP USD, and it's still a similar pattern also on the GBP USD. We'll have price hitting a support level on the daily time frame. This is a support. This is very close. It's actually part of what we can now call a zone, a support zone on the daily, and a resistance. Support broken, turns resistance. Technically, we should see a bearish breakout. Please, I want to emphasize, when I draw these arrows like this, I'm not saying that price will get to this low. I'm just showing direction. So please, let's take note of that. I'm not saying how far to go. I'm only showing you that that's the direction I expect the market to move. If I'm to show you how far price will go, I use Fibonacci to do that, so that some don't take it that, oh, I'm saying that price will go as low as that point. No, Fibonacci 2 is what does that for us. All right, so I also have a trend line here on 1 hour, and a second trend line here giving us a rising wedge, just like we have on the Euro USD. So I equally hold a bearish outlook on the GBP USD. Now, what if price actually changes and it decides to go bullish? Well, I only see it as a bullish trade if price is able to break above this resistance, retest, and then continue. Aside that, technically what I'm seeing for now is bearish on both Euro USD and GBP USD. Same pattern also can arise from GBP USD. It only becomes a bullish trade if price is able to break that support on resistance, retests, and now continue. Otherwise, for now, it's a bearish setup I'm seeing on this instrument. And next, I look at now. I have some JPY pairs. Like I said, we need to tread cautiously with them, but there's the setup I'm seeing on it, so we can still talk about it. Now, for New Zealand JPY on the daily time frame, we can see that price is approaching a resistance level. It's not yet there, but it's just approaching that level. So if price goes up, to touch that resistance level, we actually expect a decline technically. So we can flip down to 1 hour in anticipation of that and look at how we can prepare ourselves in case that happens. You can see that we have a trend line right there, and we have a second one forming a rising wedge. So if price, it may drop, then go up. If it goes up there, hits the resistance, then we expect a decline. So I still hold a bearish outlook on New Zealand JPY. And the same thing is, or let me say the same trend can also be seen on the Euro JPY. So I'm bearish on New Zealand JPY. I'm also bearish on Euro JPY. Similarly on Euro JPY, this one is a trend line on the daily time frame, where price is expected to bounce off the trend line. And not only that, this one we can have another confirmation here, because price is equally approaching a psychological level. That's 167. Just a second. Okay, no, I think that's not a psychological level. That's not. this is just okay. This trend line is just okay. All right, so price is bouncing off, at least from the third time it touches the trend line. We have a bounce here, and price is currently here. So we equally expect a bounce in that region. So we can flip down to 1 hour. And on 1 hour time frame, I can draw my trend line up there. And I can draw a second trend line up there. So I have a rising wedge pattern, and I expect a breakout of price downwards. So I'm bearish on Euro JPY. And the next instrument I want to look at is the AUD card. Now this one, the analysis is actually from the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we can see that price is currently trading around a weekly resistance level. And price is currently around here. And if we flip down to 1 hour time frame, I can see a pattern being formed that looks a lot like a head and shoulder pattern, which will lead to a bearish breakout. I don't need the rising wedge on this one. Just the trend line is just good enough. And this zone here is the neckline region. So if price reverses and breaks out below the trend line and the neckline, I will have a sell on AUD card. And I will suggest we watch this closely in the course of today. Just make sure you watch this particular instrument, because head and shoulder pattern can be very, very powerful, when it comes to Forex trading. And I think I can help us a little further by giving us, some pending order on this. It's already confirmed. Well, not 100% confirmed, but at least I know the next thing that should happen is that price should come down. This is a shoulder, a head, the second shoulder. What I'm seeing there next is should be a reversal. So what I'll do is that I'll put a sell stop pending order. I'll use the next Fibonacci level. All right, so I'll drop this in the chat box now so that we can take it. So I'm going to do a sell stop, AUD card sell stop. At 0.88756, TP1 at 0.88582, TP2 at 0.88394, and stop loss just a second. Okay, stop loss. Stop loss will be at 0.88920. All right. So I'll drop it in the chat box. You can pick it up there. It's not an instrument that is that so volatile, so it can easily be managed. So that's the trade call on AUD card. And next I have is GBP AUD and Euro New Zealand. These are swing setups. So for swing traders, You have something to watch. Now for GBP AUD on the weekly time frame, we can see that price, is trending up on this, bouncing off this trend line. And this is the third time price is on the trend line. So we expect a bullish continuation. That's GBP AUD. Now, please trade GBP AUD with caution. It can be volatile. So on flipping down to 4-hour time frame, what I have on 4-hour, it's not the perfect one, but I can still take it as an inverse head and shoulder, which is expected to break out upwards. Now, for swing traders, you know how swing trading works. It does not mean that reversal may happen today, it may not happen today, but it's just something you should watch as it finally breaks out. We have the neckline region here. So you can wait for price to reverse back up and break the neckline. And if you're there, you're a day trader, you can still take advantage of this because we have a valid support level at this zone. So a day trader could just go down to 15 minutes or 1 hour and look for entry. 15 minutes is not doing justice. I mean, sorry, 1 hour rather. Let's go down to 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes is not too clear too. We can still go back to, or even on 1 hour, we can still trade this on 1 hour. If price, it looks a lot clearer now on 1 hour compared to 4 hour. This is an inverse head and shoulder, and we expect, a breakout. So that also validates the head and shoulder we have on the AUD card, because with that, we expect the AUD card to sell while we expect the GBP AUD to buy. So that validates what we have on the previous instrument. That's the AUD card. So I'll give you, should I give this one? No, let me just give one. I don't want to give two. You can watch this one manually, though it's more volatile. It will generate more pips compared to the AUD card. But I don't want to give a sell on one and a buy on the other. That will conflict with my personal trading rule. But you can just watch this manually and you can decide. And I will not advise newbies to trade this instrument. It can be volatile. If you're experienced and you know how to manage, it's fine. And that's why it's better off for swing traders. All right, so I have a bullish outlook on the GBP AUD. I'm expecting a bullish breakout. And next is a Euro New Zealand. This Euro New Zealand, we've been on it, I think, virtually all week long. I can't remember if I think it was from last week. I see it's ranging. And, I told you that it may form this kind of pattern to the shoulder, second shoulder to is having its own pattern before a breakout finally happens. So I believe it will say breakouts. Just exercise more patience. That's for swing traders. So once price breaks out below that neckline, that support zone, to be a time to trigger a sell on Euro New Zealand. And finally, I have the BTC or BTC traders. Please, for everyone, BTC can be volatile, so trade with caution. Because sometimes I see people have very small accounts trying to trade BTC. It's very, very volatile. You need a reasonable trading capital to do it, to trade it. Now for BTC, what I'm seeing is this. On the daily time frame, I have price bouncing off the trend line upwards. And the candle for yesterday was a rejection candle, the daily candle. So technically, I expect a bullish continuation up there. Not only that, this is also looking a lot like an inverse head and shoulder on the daily time frame. We should see price go up. So both on the daily time frame, on the two instances, I'm seeing, and still on the daily time frame, if you look at it critically again, we actually have a support zone here. So both from the support side, the support zone is actually giving validity to an inverse head and shoulder, which should break out. The trend line is giving validity also to it here. And the candle that closed yesterday was a daily candle, and it was a rejection candle on the support and on the trend line, which you see the BTC go up. And if we flip down to 1 hour time frame, we can see clearly that this is an inverse head and shoulder, even on the 1 hour time frame. So I have a bullish outlook on BTC USD. Now there is a resistance zone here, which is the neckline zone. So once price breaks out above the neckline, you should see a bullish breakout on BTC USD. Now I'll drop a signal for BTC here, but please trade it only if you are trading BTC, as in it's an instrument you trade. Otherwise, you may stay out. It can be volatile. And please, as much as possible, practice proper risk management. Trade with very small lot size. So you can do a buy stop on BTC USD. BTC USD buy stop at 64. 6491229. CP1 at 65408.38. CP2 at 66118.46, and the stop loss at 64406.48. So trade with caution. Practice risk management. All right, so that will be all from my end with my analysis. So let me just do a refresher for all I've said so far. I said I'm bullish on Euro USD and GB. Sorry, I'm bearish rather, pardon me. I'm bearish on Euro USD and GBP USD. I'm bearish on New Zealand JPY and Euro JPY. I'm equally bearish on AED card, all on the 1 hour time frame. I'm bullish on GBP AED on the 4 hour. Let that GBP AED be taken by swing traders on the 4 hour. And I'm bearish on Euro New Zealand on the 4 hour. So GBP AED and Euro New Zealand, they are both swing trades. And I'm equally bullish. I'm bullish on the Bitcoin, BTC USD, on the 1 hour time frame. All right, so that was the from my analysis this morning. If you have anything you want me to check, you can drop it. US 30 and US 100 are gold. All right. US 30 is labeled as digit 30 on our platform. And at the beginning of the week, I actually gave my weekly outlook on this instrument. And I said I held a bullish outlook on the 4 hour. And the price actually has gone as high as hitting Fibonacci 38.2. It got close to 50, but let's see, it didn't really touch Fibonacci 50. Okay, it did. Oh, perfect. So from the analysis, price was able to hit Fibonacci 30 and 50 before experiencing, let's call it a retracement for now, before experiencing a retracement. So let's go to the daily and see what we could still analyze on this instrument. All right, let me clean up all this. So in other words, the weekly analysis had worked out. In fact, I'll be dropping the total number of pips that has been generated this week. I'm sure by now we've had over 500 pips generated from the weekly outlook from what I've seen across many instruments. All right, so currently this is what I'm seeing. I can see that price is, trending up, and we had a rejection candle yesterday. So technically, we should still see a bullish continuation on DJ30. DJ30 is labeled, sorry, US30 is labeled as DJ30 on our platform. And if you look critically at this can as well be taken as a double bottom pattern, which should lead to a bullish breakout. So technically, I have a bullish outlook on the US30 or the DJ30. Now, DJ30 can also be called Dow Jones Industrial Index. Now, on the 1 hour, let's go down 15 minutes. I'm trying to look at how we can make a very clean entry on this one. Because on the 1 hour, it's what we're seeing can be likened. It's not yet a perfect setup, but can be likened to an inverse head and shoulder pattern, which you see lead to a bullish breakout. Either on the 1 hour or 15 minutes is the same thing. So we can put our trend line right here. Let me clean up that pencil line. Okay, so we have our trend line drawn, and price seems to have broken out above the trend line, but then it's still not over because there is a minor resistance. There's a minor resistance here. So if price breaks out above this minor resistance, we'll see a bullish movement on the DJ30 or the US30 as we call it. Okay, so let's take it a step further by using our Fibonacci tool. Okay, I always like to play safe. I'll give you a pending order here for the person that needs this. Just a single trade. And all things being equal, if there's enough volatility in the markets, it should be able to push this through. But then generally, I'm bullish on the DJ30. So I'll give you DJ30 buy stop at 381.78.95. Take profit at, entry at 382.75.80. Take profit at 381.78.95 and the stop loss at stop loss at 381.78.95. Now, please, I know this will be the third kind of signal I'll drop. It's not meant for everybody, except you are trading these instruments. There are people who are currency traders. If you're a currency trader, yes, take everything I drop currency-wise. If you're an indices trader, take indices. If you're a crypto trader, take crypto. Don't merge all of them together. Say, Mr. Arutimi has dropped 3 to 4 signals. I must trade all of them. Trade the one, know the kind of trader you are, and trade what suits you. And most importantly, what your account or your trading account can accommodate. It's very important.
Sorry, excuse me, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes.
It's like the take profit and the stop loss are the same.
They are not the same. While I was talking, I saw I made a mistake. If you say I was quiet for some seconds to check what I was doing, and I put the right thing out there. Just you can find it right there in the comment section.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right, that's for DJ30. The other one is NAS 100, which can also be called the US 100. For this one also, I had a bullish outlook for the week, and that expectation has been met. You can check the weekly market outlook PDF that I dropped on Monday, and confirm all these things. On the 1 hour here, I said there was going to be a breakout, and we have it exactly that way. Yeah, the entry is Fibonacci 23.6, and price went as high as Fibonacci 50 at a total of 358 pips. So please don't always sleep on this information where we give them. It can make you all the money. You know, as at Tuesday, over 500 pips has already been generated from the weekly outlook. Okay, back to what we're doing. That's 100. Well, for now, I'll be careful at trading these instruments. Yes, in a way, it wants to look like a double bottom, but I won't be taking this as a very good scenario. You know, we have one side way bigger than the other side. I will be very careful of this. For now, I will not want to drop any signal on NAS 100. I'm not seeing clarity on it. So the person that asked, requesting for both DJ30 and NAS 100, I've given a complete analysis and signal on on US30 or DJ30. I think that should just suffice for that person for now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir. And Mr. Gbenga Jalai and Emmanuel asking about gold. Now, I had a bullish outlook on gold yesterday. Gold will only move if there's sufficient volatility in the markets, you know, and we don't know. That could happen in the afternoon. There's a dollar news in the afternoon. That might be what gold needs to break out, because from analysis from yesterday, you know, we have this support zone and we have an uptrend on the daily time frame, which was expected to push price. For those who joined us yesterday, I already did my analysis. I held a bullish outlook. We have an uptrend on the daily. We had a rejection candle here, which should lead to a bullish breakout. We have a support zone, which should lead to a bullish breakout. But price is here to break out above that support on resistance zone. Okay, it's just about breaking out of it. I would suggest to wait for I can't say any tradable pattern at the moment. So I'll suggest to wait for the news in the afternoon, you know, to trade gold. Though currently the current candle seems to be, you know, trying to come up above the support on resistance zone, but then it's not still aligning with my personal trading style. So I will advise you wait, you know, for the afternoon analysis, except you see through your own trading style. Maybe if if it draws back to the support and we can find a candlestick pattern or a chart pattern at that point, fine. I would encourage you can trade it. But outside that, even if it breaks out and drops, be careful, because today is Friday. If the market doesn't have sufficient volatility to push it, it may not still buy at the end of the loss. So I will not give any direct analysis on gold for now until the afternoon session when, you know, we'll do the afternoon analysis. So NAS 100, I've already given my view, Mr. Emmanuel. Okay, dollar on GBP New Zealand. All right. So that should be the last analysis I'll do this morning. Yeah, GBP New Zealand, you can see I already have it here. We are seeing a rising wedge on the daily time frame. And let's go to the weekly. On the weekly time frame, we have a very sharp rejection candle up here. So technically, this should have led to a bearish breakout this week, but that breakout did not happen. But that does not mean it may not still happen next week. There's a resistance here also. So we have a rejection candle on a resistance level. So technically, we should be looking for a bearish breakout on the GBP New Zealand. Now, if you go down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that price is trying to face downwards. Let me see something here. Well, the movement on the 4-hour, because there's a bearish movement that started earlier, the head and shoulder, with a same price drop already. Will it continue? Let's check further. Let's go down to 1-hour time frame. All right, so this is 1 hour. Now, this is my view. On the 1 hour, it's still looking a little like a head and shoulder. So this second shoulder is a tiny one, very, very tiny, but let's still hold on to it. Oh, no, we don't have a valid trend line, so that's out of the question. But where the emphasis is here, the weekly time frame, we have a resistance, we have a resistance level, we have a rejection candle, and we have a downtrend now on the 1 hour. So this should lead to, okay, I think I've seen something also. So we have a trend line. So we're already on a bearish trend on this instrument. We're already on a bearish trend. We have a rising wedge there. So price already broke out of the trend line. Now, what I will advise is this: wait for a breakout below the current low. Wait for a new candle below this current support zone or most recent low. Once a new candle breaks out below it, you can trigger a sell. It's already in a downtrend. The movement is on. So just wait for a new candle below that zone, or you may put a pending order on Fibonacci 50 here. You can see it's very close to that level. And, you can target Fibonacci 61.8, and that should give, let's see, they give you some 25, 26 pips thereabout. So it's bearish. It's a bearish trade on GBP New Zealand. And if the volatility is, very strong, it may proceed down to Fibonacci 17.6. But then the one that is more guaranteed for now is that Fibonacci 61.8. So except you want to open 2 trades, but do that with a lot of caution. And that's to Fibonacci 17.6 can give up to like 60 pips. So you have like a combined 25, 60 pips. That's about 85 pips, But like I said, the more guaranteed one is the Fibonacci 61. All right, so that's my view on GBP New Zealand for Mr. Gbolao. Okay, Prince David, we are bearish on GBP USD. All right, so that'll be all this morning. Please trade safe. And if you're on the platform, yes, ma'am.
I didn't get what you said about GBP card and the GBP AUD. Did you say that if we are taking one, we should not take the other? That one is the.
I didn't mention GBP card at all.
I mean AUD
I mentioned
card, sorry.
AUD card.
And
AUD card is bearish.
Yes.
GBP AUD is bullish. But I said the GBP AUD card rather should be taken on 1 hour, while the GBP AUD should be taken on swing.
Okay.
Because if they are opposing each other, we cannot be buying AUD card. Selling AUD card and be buying GBP AUD. It can conflict and cause issues. Besides, the GBP AUD is more volatile, and the setup actually initially for swing trading. So while you can sell AUD card on 1 hour, let the people who are swing traders trade the GBP AUD. It's a bullish setup on GBP AUD.
Okay, sir. And another question is I want to ask is if the intraday normally occurs most of the time before the swing, is it possible for one to join the intraday, then after trading that you wait for the swing when it is ripe, you also enter the same instrument, the same trade for the swing? Is it possible, sir? Or you just, if you're a swing trader, you just wait for swing? It's
possible now. If it's the same instruments and the analysis works for both the intraday and swing, you can take the intraday first, and whenever the swing side triggers, you can take it also. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
All right. So thanks to everyone that attended the analysis today. Trade safe. And if you're yet to open an account with PU Prime, just go to our website right now and click on the website www.puprime.com. Now we have our NFP live trading session coming up next week, Friday. It's our big event. Don't miss it. This is going to be for strictly funded clients. So if you're on the platform, you don't have a live account, you don't have funds in your account, make sure you visit that puprime.com and open a live account. Your account manager will reach out to you and guide you through the registration process. and fund that account so that I can be around to trade with us live and make money at the NFP next week, Friday. For those that joined us in the month of April, we had a blast at the NFP session and also the CPI session that happened the following week. So we are doing the same in the month of May. NFP next Friday, the following week CPI. Make sure you have live funds. We are not playing, we are making money. So it's not a play matter at all. It's a money-making matter. So make sure you have the funds, and be a part of that trading session. And for those who are depositing for the first time, we have a 50% deposit bonus. So you can take advantage of that, to have a very good trading volume in order to trade. What it means is this. If you fund like $500, for example, we'll top it up with $250. That's 50% for first-time deposit. So you can take advantage of that to have good, trading account. And the benefit of this is that you can trade with that additional bonus and make more money, and it's withdrawable. The profit you make, from the using the bonus is withdrawable, and even if one thing or another happens and you lose that bonus, you're not going to hold you. It's a complete tradable bonus, to help boost your trading and make you more profitable. So go to the website right now, www.puprime.com, open a live account and get your verification documents ready. Your government issued ID, which can be your driver's license, your voter's card, your NIN or international passport, and your proof of residence, which can be any utility bill, whether your NEPA bill, your water rate bill, as long as it is written in your name. But peradventure your utility bill is not written in your name, you can use your 3 to 6 months bank statement. All right, trade safe and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You too.